Year he, year he, year he, year he. What's happening? How we doing, folks? Late one. Pop up. Moon. Thursday. Ford's Day. Mm. Year he, year he, year he. Safe day one S. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. So how we doing, people? How you guys doing out there? How you people doing? Got boy in the building early. Day one S. Brother Sam. How you doing, brother Sam? Much love. Top cat in the building. Big up to you. Mr. E, how you doing? Okay, welcome. Welcome. Most definite. The eye. He gave me the eye emoji. What a fitting emoji. Right? That's my emoji, by the way. I'm coining that one. hmm the eye emoji. So what's happening? What are we doing? What are we doing? I just been having a little think lately, right? And I went over a few of my old material because it's always good to go over the old stuff. And been thinking how far we've come along, especially with the moon stuff now, right? And the eye and the lens. It's all fitting. It's all falling into place, right? Wouldn't you agree? Show and improving. If this was like, show and tell at school again, we would be blowing it out of the waters, right? Blowing the competition away, you know. But yes, this thing up here, make it a bit bigger so you can see her. You can see her. Say hello to Luna. Say hello to Mama. Mama. Like I said, I was going over a bit of my old material, and I thought, let me watch something with the Godfather in it, because I clip on the Godfather and I include it in my work. Godfather is Wim, by the way, in case you didn't know. All right, so I won't even hold you too long. Let's get into some stuff. Something I came across the other day. Which one is it? Is it this one? Yeah, let's go. Welcome, it's London Man. In this segment, we will be covering Saturn's eye and crater Earth. Let's go.
Fasten your seatbelts. Here it comes. Let's zoom in on the moon. The moon is the reflection of Earth, not the little ball you have been told.
Do you hear that? Take that back a second, because listen.
Let's zoom in on the moon. The moon is the reflection of Earth.
What an opening statement, right? What an opening statement. The moon is a reflection of Earth. What a broad, open statement. Wowzers. Wowzers. Where else are they making that claim? Who else is saying that type of stuff? When I first heard that, man, oh man, my mind was like, woof, blown away. Blown away. Then when you actually go back and do your research, there seems to be some truth in the pudding. or proof in the pudding, however it goes, right? But let's keep going.
Not the little ball you have been told, but a gigantic Earth. And in one of these craters we live, the crater Sulpicius Gallus M.
Ah, so Sulpicius Gallus M. That's the crater he has been going on for some time now. Yeah, so I remember this crater. Let's keep going.
Probably you won't believe a word I say, but I will prove it to you within the next minute. Watch this. Take a freeze frame of the crater. Darken the image. Now let's make a 3D map. Watch the differences in height. Next, we take the official Antarctica map. Flip.
First thing I noticed, right, with this, right? First thing I noticed, right? You got that pyramid with that, right? You know what I mean, right? That hollow earth stuff, the entrance. Right.
Horizontally, rotate a bit.
It all leads back to hollow earth, hollow moon. The more you research the moon, it takes you back to the earth. It's like one of those infinity symbols, right? You research one, it takes you back to the other. You research that one, it takes you back to the other one. Crazy. Yeah, I know.
Skew it a bit. Put it on top of the 3D map. Well, for me, that's a match. But for you unbelievers, let's watch it in detail. Now, a lot of people won't believe this. But what are the chances that I take a random crater of the moon, make a 3D map of it that matches the map of Antarctica perfectly? The chances are zero, except when you know what you are doing. If you want to know how I got there, I explained it in my previous videos.
What's that? Where I said Pac-Man with his tongue sticking out is what you see. Okay, yeah, I see what you're saying, the Pac-Man. Who or what? Gallus M. Sulpicius Gallus M is the crater, right? It's the name of a crater or few craters, right?
To be honest, this insight was a complete surprise for me too, because I thought there was no Antarctica. So both theories are true. You have the ice wall of the flat Earth, within the middle the North Pole, and you have the continent Antarctica. Only it is much bigger and it is not surrounded by water. There is probably no South Pole as we are not on a little ball.
I agree, God give Lemsey, about living. Before we even get into that, right? I mean, the opening statement, Earth is a reflection, right? The moon is a reflection. Like, it's crazy. How did you even get to that? How did he even get to that? How do you even get to that? I'm waiting. I mean, with all the other, distractions, how do you get to that? That is mind blowing. Solte in the building, Rasta in the building. How you doing? Gotta love Wim. You got to love Wim. Right? You got to love Wim. What a masterpiece he gave us.
Little ball.
I agree, Godgift Lemsey, about living on the moon inside a crater. I am not too sure about the crater being Sulpiculus Gallus M. Here, let's take a look together. Now, this is the side
But maybe there is something to it. Let's have a look.
of the moon that everybody should be familiar with. And here we have Sulpiculus Gallus A, Sulpiculus Gallus H, and Sulpiculus Gallus M. And if we zoom in, we change the topography of the crater. But as you see, the crater floor seems to be very much empty at this moment. Nothing in sight, no continents yet, just smaller craters covering the floor. Interesting. What is this to the bottom right of the crater? Looks like more land, continent, Abeti. Wow, named after the famous Giorgio Abeti. And what do we have here? Isis, Osiris. Very interesting. This map reminds me of something else. Let's have a look. Bingo, Isis and Osiris. Let's do some cross-referencing with the moon map just to make sure.
Right. Isis and Osiris. Right. Why? Why these two names? Why these two names? Why, of all the locations, this continent comes up? Right? Of all the places, look. Osiris, right? Abeti. Apparently named after Abeti, Giorgio Abeti, right? Is there a reason why those ones came up? These ones came out. Let's have a look. Look, there it is again. Look, nothing there, right? Only this one right here in the corner. Look, Osiris and Isis. Why are they showing us those? Look. And I haven't even changed the topography yet, and it's still showing this. Look. You can't see anything else. Maybe there's something to it, right? Maybe it's a location. Maybe there's a location.
Floor. Interesting. What is this to the bottom right of the crater?
See, I change the topography and it comes up. Nothing else comes up. Nothing else in the crater, just this one. Sometimes when they do things like this, right, it's a representation of something, right? A significant place. Maybe even the oldest place. All right, check this out. If it's a reflection, right? Check this out now, right? Look at the name. Jerick, right? It's on the moon, right? They're showing you a place, Jerick, on the moon, right? Now, what if they were showing us or telling us about, the moon city, right? The oldest place on Earth, Jerick, Jericho.
6,000 years before the present, the colossal city of Uruk.
Uruk. Right? Uruk. Uruk. The center. That's on the centerpiece of some of these depictions. Right? Uruk, right in the center. Right? Uruk, right in the center. Hold on a second. Where's that thing that we had? Where are we? Hold on a sec. Let's go back to where we was, right? So we got Jerick, right? And then we got Jericho. We got Uruk, right? Uruk, Uruk, rock, right? We've been looking into the rock, the mound or the mountain, right? The rock.
By far the largest in the world, dominated the southern Mesopotamian plains of modern-day Iraq.
Now, even just look where this place is. Middle East.
With a population of at least 50,000 people, Uruk wouldn't be surpassed in size or in numbers for an astonishing 3,000 years to come. Until well into the Classical Age. The legendary homeland of Gilgamesh, a colossal mud brick wall said to have been erected by the great hero king himself, once enclosed the city's impressive 6-kilometer radius. Yet, impressive as it was, Uruk didn't exist in a vacuum. The city was simply the latest, albeit most successful, in a long line of similar experiments in living, dating all the way back to the Stone Age.
Dating all the way back to the Stone Age, yeah? What? Stone Age, that's a lot. That's a lot. Stone Age. All right, cool. I mean, let's do this then. Cool. Let's go over to here real quick.
Jericho is an Arab city in Palestine, located in the Jordan Valley, with the Jordan River to the east and Jerusalem to the west, situated at the bottom of the hills descending eastwardly to the low-lying Great Rift Valley of the Jordan River near the Dead Sea. The Dead Sea is considered to be the lowest point on Earth in terms of dry land, at a depth of 1,378 feet or 420 meters below sea level. This ancient city is believed to be part of the archaeological site called Tel Es-Sultan, an enormous mound situated on an ancient lakebed north of the Dead Sea in Palestine, which rises 70 feet or 21 meters above the surrounding plain. Jericho, referred to Riha in Arabic, is a town located in the land of Canaan, or Canaan in Arabic, presently known as Palestine. The name of the city is originally taken from the Canaanite word rih, known in English as fragrant. Others claim that the name originated from the Canaanite word for moon, or yarih.
Alright, City of the Moon, right? Jericho. City of the Moon, that's another name that's been given. City of the Moon, Jericho, right? City of the Moon. Osiris, Isis, right? Jericho. These mountains over here. Family Mountain, Bowen Apollo. What's that? Light something. I can't see what that says there. Okay. Right, so City of the Moon, right?
Jericho is one of the earliest continuous human settlements of the world. Existed during the Natufian or Epipaleolithic period, dating over 9,000 years before a Common Era. This development of permanent human settlements was the first step towards human civilization. The settlements of Jericho continued evolving during the pre-pottery Neolithic period, over 7,500 years.
Oh, I like that. Look at this. Look at this. The oldest city has these type of images. Look at that.
Years before Common Era, and continued evolving during the sedentary Mesolithic Hunters Carbon Era, where humans hunted and lived in large semi-subterranean oval stone structures. Archaeologists discovered that the inhabitants of Jericho had grown into an organized community that built the Wall of Jericho. The wall was of a sizable amount and included a tower made from undressed stones around the settlement.
Jericho built a wall and they had a tower. They're known for the mound, the rock. Right? But the wall. I wonder if that's another reference to the ice wall, possibly. Right? The wall.
At a thickness of 6 feet or 2 meters and a height of 17 feet or 5.2 meters around the settlement. At a thickness of 6 feet or 2 meters.
Look at this. Nice. I like this. Lots of, how would you call it? Ramparts. Right? The ramparts. Look at the ramparts, the walls and shit. Yeah. They're just like a strange eye or something.
And a height of 17 feet or 5.2 meters, as well as the tower standing at a height of 28 feet or 8.5 meters. Archaeologists believe that the existence of the wall suggests that it was constructed for a defensive purpose, flood protection, and implies some sort of social organization to live together as a community. The occupants of Jericho, referred to as the Canaanites, who continued to dominate the whole length of the Mediterranean coast, were joined by another group of people who came from northern Syria at around 7000 BCE. This period was marked by the people of Jericho being the first ever to use pottery in history. Around 2300 BCE, there was another development in Jericho's urban life, where the nomadic people of Arabia, or Bedouin in Arabic, and the Amorites of Syria joined the people of Jericho. Excavations in Jericho have provided evidence of a strong evolved civilization. This was evident of the domestic furniture found in their houses and the equipment found in their tombs.
Look, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, right? But I don't see these people building these homes on the side of these cliffs like this. Nah, something happened. Something happened. Clearly something happened. Right? It's screaming, help me. Right? Yeah, exactly. S is the first city to fall, right, to a frequency weapon. Possibly. I think Wim has made a reference to that also. Right? Look what's going on. Look at this.
Present-day Jericho has contemporary facilities and accommodations such as restaurants, hotels, and is known to be a popular tourist destination due to its pleasant climate, historical sites, and religious significance. Visitors and tourists traveling through Jericho can enjoy the spectacular cable car at the top of Mount Temptation, the Russian Mosaic Museum, the Spanish Gardens, the 12,000-year water spring and ancient ruins of Ain Sultan.
Now, keeping in mind, this is supposedly the oldest city on Earth. Right? The oldest place, the oldest city on Earth.
The site where Jesus was baptized along the Jordan River, the Dead Sea, which is 9 times saltier than the ocean water, the historic churches and mosques, and the wonderful
Whoa, what we got here? Hold on a second. Look at that. Yo. What we got here, folks. Look at that. More hollow earth shit. Look at the steps. Right? Look at the steps. And above the truncated is what? The hole. They've even got the hex. Look at this. Look at that. Told you. What did I tell you? Hey, you look into that hollow earth shit, it takes you to the hollow moon. You look into that hollow moon shit, it takes you to what? Back to that eye. That hollow earth shit is lethal. Lethal. It's everywhere. Everywhere. Hollow Earth, hollow moon, right? Hollow Earth, look through the eye to the iris, right? In plain sight. This is what they don't want you to know, folks. It's always been about the eye, right? That shit is wild. Back to Hollow Earth. Look at that. Let's have another look. Do you know what? Hold on. We're gonna have to probably go over there. Let's go over there real quick. Over there. Fuck that shit. Let's go have a look at that. Have a look. There you are. Hold on. Let me see this one first. Yeah. The oldest city of the world. Look at that. Even here, look. Look at the steps again. Look at that. Look at the steps. And then the zero, the hole above it again with the square. Oh my lord. Hidden in plain sight again. Yo, they ain't ramping. They ain't ramping. They ain't ramping out here. Look at that. All its glory. All right, where are we? Look at that. Where's the other one? Now, here we go. Boom. Oh, man. Oh, it feels good to be on the right track. Oh, it feels good to be on the right track. Hmm? Where's Jay's one? Boom. Oh, it feels good to be on the right track. Oh, it feels good to be on the right track. You dig? Look at that. Plain sight. Plain sight. The oldest city, right, in the world. Connected to what? Hold on. All right. On the moon. And it's called the city of the moon for a reason, right? Jericho. Right? Jericho. Look where it's right by the peninsula. Right by the peninsula. Right now, where is it? This shit looked like it was right by the peninsula. Jeez. Yeah, you're right on that bit. Where's that gone? Cool. Plain sight. Plain sight. Don't act like you don't see it. Don't act like you don't see it. They're gonna act like they don't see it. Well, hold on a second. Where's the other thing? This is what they're showing, right? Don't act like you don't see me. Hmm? Don't act like you don't see me. All these back to the motherfucking eye. Hollow Earth. What we talking about? You catching my drift yet? You see the symbols, the pyramid, the circle above, as above, so below. Mother doing the same thing. You've even got that diamond down here again. Yeah, the diamond. We're even questioning the diamond. CC in the building. What's happening? No denying this symbol. No denying this symbol now. Surely you understand what it is now, right? Surely you understand what I'm trying to show you, right? Well, I mean, it writes itself. It writes itself, right? Mm. It all leads back to what? Hollow Earth. This is what they don't want you to know. Once you start looking into that Hollow Earth stuff, you realize it's connected to something else, right? It's connected to something else, and you're like, oh, what the hell? What the helly? What the hell? What the helly? Crazy, right? Hey, Wim, salutes to you, man. That's all I can say. Salutes to you. All right. Salutes to Casey also. Casey played a big part in this as well. I forgot to mention Casey as well. Casey played a big part in this. Women case. That is wild. Lens in plain sight. All leads back to what? To what? It's alive. It's alive. Yeah. Dope shit. Fly shit only. Fly shit only. Anything else, I'm not interested. Not interested. Not interested. I told you, it all leads back to the eye, right? They're showing you the oldest city, right? Where is it? The oldest city, they're telling us. The oldest city of the world, right? Known as the City of the Moon. Right? The City of the Moon. Can't get any more, you know, connected than that, right? What's this? The lowest place on earth. What? Jericho, the lowest place on earth? Ah, that's more like a hell state, right? Hell. That's more like Sheol. What they're trying to show us here. Where's that gone? Hold on a second. Where is it gone? Because it's here. It's in the center. Right? Realm of the dead. Directly below it. Directly below it. Right, I find that fascinating though. And then look over here. Where is it? On the moon map. Right? Isis, Osiris, and Jerick. Jerick. Right? Could that be the oldest city they're showing us? Right? The oldest city. Jericho. What we're looking at here, right? Jericho.
More than 5,000 years before the founding of Uruk, other, smaller, though no less impressive settlements had begun to coalesce and form in this region of the world. The very first known examples of static, communal living.
Hey, Electric Gnosis in the building. How you doing, Josh? Much love to you, man. Big up, big up. How you doing? How you doing? Much love. Ants in the building. How you doing, Ants? Much love to you, bro. Hey, we're just here, just connecting some dots, you know. Nothing fancy, you know. I'm pretty sure people are familiar with the dots we connect, you know. But yeah, we're just here, chilling out. You're always welcome to join me if you're not doing anything.
Living in history. In other words, though the exact definition varies, the first cities on Earth.
The first city on Earth. What a title. Right? What a title. First, look, we've had some profound statements. Right? We've had some profound statements. The first statement went to Godgriff Lemseth, aka Wim. He said, Earth is a reflection of the moon. Right? That was an out of the gate statement. Like, wow. Right? And then we have another one here. Jericho is, you know, the oldest city. Right? I mean, how do they know that? That's pretty interesting if it is. Right? Why is it? What happened there? Right? What's the roots behind it? Jericho. I haven't even begun to break down that word yet. Right? Like I said, I was watching some of my old stuff today, and then I came across, you know, this stuff again. And I thought about it. I thought, oh, hold on, let me have a look into this stuff again. And then, you know, took me down to the oldest city on earth, the moon city, right? Jericho. Jericho, the oldest city on earth, right? So this is where we are at the moment. We're having a little look at Jericho. So
The most well-known of these settlements, perhaps due to its often cited links to the biblical walls of Jericho of the Old Testament, remains arguably the most impressive of all. Jericho is a place of firsts. Here, 5,000 years before Uruk, can be found the first known settlement in history to be surrounded by walls. Some
he's surrounded by walls, you know. Hold on, they're just showing you, right? Look, there's the moon, ancient Jericho. It's ancient Jericho. Oh, what happened there? Go back. You ditch, got your lower wall, your rampart, right? Your rampart. Remember when we was looking into the James Terrell stuff? That word came up, rampart. That was something new to me, right? Upper walls. Look at that though.
Some of the earliest evidence of cooperation between a group larger than a single clan or kinship. The first significant evidence of large-scale communal labour. And when it was first discovered, the first tower, complete with walled steps in
The first tower, right? The first tower. What are we talking about again, man? What are they telling us with this tower? Right? The first tower. Uruk, rock. It's always, do you know what? Like I said before, and I've heard a few people say it, I mean, we might be on the same wavelength, but it leads back to the rock, right? The rock, Uruk. They seem to praise this rock, right? And holy rock, a tower, right? Before anything else, it was a rock. Uruk, which is in the center, right? The tower in the center. rock, right?
History. What makes this especially striking is that besides a scattering of mysterious pictographic symbols, writing wouldn't develop for thousands of years to
Oh, hold
pictographic
on. Let's have a look at some of these pictures for a second. What's this? Bird or something? I don't know, maybe the sun or moon. Those purse or handbags rather, right? Maybe these are not handbags. Maybe they're representation of the construct. Hmm. What we got here? I don't know what this one is. It's like a T shape with some diamond shaped engraved. This one looks like some type of animals. Can't really make them out. But 1, 2, 3.
symbols, writing wouldn't develop for thousands of years to come. Even pottery didn't exist yet, though, nevertheless, these people still came together here all those millennia ago and achieved something astonishing. We don't know where they came from. We don't know their ethnicity. We don't know who their gods were. But we do know this may be one of the first places on Earth where animals were domesticated and agriculture experimented with on a wide scale.
That's interesting. But yes, City of the Moon, right? City of the Moon. Yeah, City of the Moon. Jericho. I find that interesting. One of the oldest places on Earth. And what a title, right? What a title. What a title. Do you know what? There is a few places that has representation of the moon, right? Why is that? If we are not a part of the moon, if the moon is how many miles away? 280 something, or I may be off, but um, yeah, if the moon's way out there, right? How do we have names like Pyramid of the Moon, City of the Moon, Rivers of the Moon, and like things of this nature? If we are Earth, apparently, right? Apparently. Why do we have these names? That's interesting. Maybe we are a part of the moon, possibly. I don't know. I'm just throwing it out there. But that seems to be the case. Joshua gonna bring them walls down again. Yes, sir. Chills in the building. What's happening, Chills? How you doing? Salute. Basket in the building. How you doing? Has anybody ever been to Jericho? Right? Has anybody ever been to the City of the Moon? Right? The City of the Moon.
Looks like more land, continent, Abeti. Wow. Named after the famous Giorgio Abeti. And what do we have here? Isis, Osiris. Very interesting. This map reminds me of something else. Let's have a look. Bingo. Isis and Osiris. Let's do some cross-referencing.
See, now this is on the flat, quote unquote, flat Earth map, right? This is on a quote unquote flat Earth map, right? Now, how come flat earthers just coin everything? They just look at things and say, yeah, that's a flat Earth map. Yeah, this is a flat Earth map. Hmm? What if they're showing us something other than a quote unquote flat Earth map? Last I checked, a flat Earth map had a dome on it. Where's the dome? Where's the dome? Where's the dome? Maybe this is another representation of a moon map. I mean, it's got things like Osiris over here and Isis, which is located on the moon map also.
With the moon map, just to make sure.
There you go. Oh,
That make sure.
let's make sure. Let's make sure. Huh? I'll rewind it back for you.
Iris. Let's do some cross-referencing with the moon map, just to make sure.
Just to make sure. There's a lot of people that ain't gonna like my work because it exposes the nature of their intent, right? Their intention. Either they're they're definitely, you know, misinformed, or, you know, they're well informed and they choose to go against the grain. Simple. This moon shit seems to be the real deal. Real deal. Every time we go live, we drop gems, we drop diamonds, trying to put the diamond back in the rough. And I know you folks see it, but you choose not to speak about it because it makes you uncomfortable. And then when you go to your little flat earth meetings and your flat earth hangouts, you know, you want to feel comfortable and loved by one another. So you don't dare to speak about anything different. You keep that loop going on in that echo chamber to make you feel good, right? And that's what it is.
The Isis and Osiris continents seem to be located on the same place as the moon map. This is very interesting.
Yes, it's very interesting. But these are the things they're not willing to look into. Shouts out to Dave Murphy. I've seen him of lately promoting some, you know, moon stuff on his channel. All right. What's the other guy's name? The one that's full of beans. What's his name? Full of beans. Damn, I forgot his name. Mr. Astrology. I forgot his other name. Santos Bonacci. That's the guy. Santos Bonacci. Right. I see you promote that little, you know, reflection thing on your channel the other day. Salutes to you. Right, salutes to you. But you know that all comes from whim. I mean, look, it doesn't all come from whim because there's some stuff that predates whim stuff. Like I said, I've been finding some stuff that I don't even think whim has even found yet, but it still relates back to the moon, right? But whim made us aware. Whim made me aware, which I made you guys aware, right? So salutes to whim.
But why can't we see any more of the other continents?
Look at that itself. Look at that. That's the screaming eye. Right. Now we know what we're looking at, right? It's like, oh fuck yeah, why don't we see it before? An eye. Right? An eye. Simple as. Simple as.
And if you are familiar with my work, you would know we already located the two-headed beast in the Mare Crisium crater, which is Australia. Curtis and Eckert, the two-headed beast, in plain sight. Somewhere along the line, I'm pretty sure I've heard Australia being a prison, or used to be a prison.
Madness. Madness. Australia in plain sight. It may not be Australia, but it looks like Australia. It's got that two-headed thing going on. Alright, and then right here in the middle looks like that mountain in the middle of Australia. The Ural, was it Uralis or something like that? Ural or something like that. Look at that.
Mare Crisium.
See what the back bit.
Crisium sounds a lot like prison. Well, anyway, this is one of the reasons why I say we could possibly be placed in different craters, not just one, but many across the moon. That makes up the whole crater. Let's go. Now, this is the surface of Mars.
We won't even do that right now. We need that. What's this? No, we'll need that. Ah, I had J on that one. I forgot that. This is an oldie. Yes. And also got Ross Clark. Hold on a second. All right, cool. Let's play a little bit of this. Fuck that. Oh yeah. Okay.
Is rather mind-boggling.
The exact mechanism of the hexagon's formation is unknown.
Very interesting. The hexagonal formation seems to be exclusive to Saturn and Jupiter. Not to mention, we have found these patterns on Earth, whether it's living or non-living things. Let's take a look.
Enlarge the small rexes to optimum size unless I place a people expansion device. Here goes a B-hex ring, a people expansion device invented by Dr. Suvin Bhattacharjee of India. I go through the side port and tuck this flange at 9 o'clock. And then I go through the other side port and tuck this flange at around 1 o'clock.
Bingo. And there we have our first hexagonal shape within the eye, just like the eye of Saturn and the eye of Jupiter. Let's head over to Hollywood and see what they're using with their hexagonal pattern.
They got that shit in movies, boy. Living in the eye. Alright. Crazy.
Let's not forget, if the moon is the universe in its total image, then we should be able to find some hexagonal patterns on the moon's surface. The more I looked at these hexagonal patterns, the more they looked back at me, like I was being watched. almost like an eye was looking at me. Apollinaris was a saint from Syria who died in Turkey with a crater on Mars. Very interesting because the maps that I located seem to have Syria in Mars. Very interesting. Apollinaris means effervescent mineral water. Are they trying to tell us waters was once running through Mars, just like Africa?
The light changes and reverses direction, and we can see that eye that's up there in the sky right now that's hidden. It's hidden from us right now, but it's also responsible for creating different luminaries that we can see in the sky. So this is the ultimate eye in the sky. So all of the all-seeing eye symbolism, all of the eye of gods, all the various one-eyed gods, etc., this is their eye. It's a physical portion of the firmament, which is made of ice, and it looks down on us. Now let's get back to the etymology of the word egg. Right? If you look up the etymology of egg, it says here that it stems from Old Norse egg, which is how we normally spell it, from the Proto-Germanic adja. You see that right there? Let me check this out. Now follow me with this. Words change, okay? We have different letters that sound like other letters, so they start changing over time. Egga, the G sound is the exact same, depending on how you say it, as the J sound, right? Ja. Just like, I don't know, there's G can make a J sound, right? Like it sound like a J. So Adja and Egga are the exact same. Just take a look at down here. It says from the Proto-Indo-European root word auyo or oyo or oyo, which means egg in Proto-Indo-European.
Look at that. Cosmic egg. Hold on a second. I like that. We like that.
This is interesting. So remember, these are two Y's in a row, sometimes two J's in a row, right, which are basically the exact same letter, sometimes two G's in a row, depending on the pronunciation. This says this Norse-derived northern word lived on in Middle English with native cognates or related root words to eye, as in the eyeball itself. The word eye has the exact same root word as the word egg, which means they're the exact same word. It's just different pronunciation and dialect and accents over time transform them, different inflections give them different meanings. You know what I mean?
So that's very, very fascinating now, because let's go back. Let's hold on, folks. Let's rewind back in time a second now, right? Let's rewind back in time, right? Because if we remember correctly, right, the story was about the celestial egg, the creation story, right? The creation story, the celestial egg. But now it gets spooky because egg and eye really is the same word. So what if it was really the celestial eye? Right? What if it was really the celestial eye? Eye, egg, eye. You get where I'm going with this? This is why we have the best model over here. No matter how you look at it, it leads back to the eye.
I mean, so the word oyo, adja, all of these words are the exact same word, or the word egg is the exact same word as the word eye, eyeball. In Spanish, it would be ojo, I believe is how that's pronounced.
Man, Jay, salutes to you, man, for fight. Hey, Jay, this is cold work right here. This is cold work. This is cold. This is one of them cold pieces right here. Helped, it done half of my work for me, right? This part right here is like made it easier for me. Jay, salutes to you. Fascinating. Root word. Egg, eye, egg. The celestial egg, the celestial eye. What was they talking about, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls?
Eyeball. In Spanish, it would be ojo, I believe is how that's pronounced, right? Ojo, oyo. And there's different ways to pronounce it depending on your dialect, right? And this is why it is the eye symbolism, because it looks like an eye. You know what I mean? This is exactly what the dome looks like, except for maybe not yellow in the middle like that. The outer portion would be the firmament, the ice part of the firmament. Then you have that inverted dome that faces downwards towards us, giving us this part of the firmament. Then you have that inverted dome that faces downwards towards us.
Symbolisms that they just leave around the place, right? Look now, got the whole world in his hand again, right? He got the whole world in his hand again. We know the arm is tied in with the firmament, right? The handiwork and the firmament, right? This symbol here, right? We already tied in this symbol, the upside down, the convex to the moon, right? The concave, the arc, right? The arc. We're ahead of the game, ladies and gentlemen, right? The celestial ship. And then the black and white also is another representation for the North Pole, the mountain, right? That's another representation for the mountain, ladies and gentlemen, the North Pole. What's underneath it? The mound, right? The mound. Oh, man. Brilliant.
Giving us the eyeball symbolism, eye and egg downwards towards us, giving us
Even here, got the eye again, right? We've got the eye. Look at the eye in all its beauty. I can't remember what this is again. This is probably the reef or the waters, right? But then you got the serpent again, which is also tied in to the mother, right? The mother, the great mother, right? The great mother, more mother worship. And what does the mother lead back to? The moon. The moon.
the eyeball symbolism. Eye and egg are the exact same word. Exact same word. So, when the egg of the world breaks open, life pours into this world.
Yeah, do you know what that is? That is wild.
The item on the left with the circle at the top, it looks like what Cleopatra the alchemist drew on her one page. Remember, she had a one page and she had just 3 images. She had something similar to that on one side.
When I see this, right, especially these cavities right here, it reminds me of this, like the eyes. Like this, like we're seeing it from a different angle almost. Like this is where the eyes would sit.
Oh.
This would be the skull and everything back here.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I see that for sure.
It could be that, or it could be what we're seeing again, right? More, right? On the truncated again, ladies and gentlemen. We know what the crescent represents, right? 1/2 of the whole thing, right? The crescent represents 1/2 of the whole thing, right? 1/2 of the whole thing, right? 1/2 of the whole thing. Where else do we see that? Uh, what happened there? Why's it gone to here? Oh, okay. Yeah, there we go. This. Boom. Let's see if we can find 1/2 of the whole thing. 1/2 of the whole thing. Must be somewhere hiding. Oh, all right, let's go up here. I know what we can do. Let's do this. Let's click on. I saw a Hollow Earth one here. There, let's click on that a second. Let's see where that takes us to. Oh, look at that one. Oh, hold on. What did I just see? Oh shit, how do I go back? Might be here. Let's have another look. Click too fast. What's that? No, I don't want that one, no. There was another one. I clicked too fast. Oh, what happened there? Damn, I don't know what happened there. That went crazy.
And that's kind of how they're formed, London, in terms of like fetal development. They start out from the back and then project forward, outward, to me, in that sense.
Yeah, absolutely. That's very, very true. I remember talking about that on the I series, right?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, I think it froze. Testing.
And the big reason why I don't wear sunglasses as much as possible anymore
Exactly.
when I go outside.
Thank you, ladies. Because even like this one right here, right, the one underneath the sigils that you guys had, this reminds me of the eyes. Because even when me and Z done a stream before, we was covering how the eyes, for some reason, it's like they've been wired crosswards, like they're wired back to front for some reason.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think that's part of like uncrossing the DNA.
Aldebaran, the follower, is a star located in the zodiac constellation of Taurus. It has the Bayer designation Alpha Tauri, which is Latinized to Alpha Tauri and abbreviated Alpha Tau or Alpha Tau.
Even this picture here, look what they're showing me. Look what they're showing me. The location. They gave it away. They should have never shown me this.
Aldebaran varies in brightness from an apparent visual magnitude 0.75 down to 0.95, making it the brightest star in the constellation.
This is the lens at the bottom.
Ooh.
This is how it would come in.
And that
Then it would be a
reminds me of
reflection.
all of the layers of the retina.
Yes.
Oh,
The
I love
hyaloid
that.
canal, and then that dome is the vitreous, and then all those layers are in the retina.
Come on.
I'm telling you, man, we live in God's eye. It also reminds me too of like in churches.
Boom. I ain't seen that in a while. What? I ain't seen that in a while. Yeah, man. Grand old chat room. What's happening? I've got one smokes left. Oh, let me drop that link. Boom. Kyle in the building. What's happening, Carl? I can never seem to see you in the YouTube. I've got to wait till I go into Telegram. But yes, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, It all seems to lead back to the moon. Right? It all seems to lead back to the moon. Apple of my eye. Why does it lead back to the moon? Why does everything lead back to the eye? Why does everything lead back to hollow earth? Why does everything lead back to hollow moon? Why is it always there? Now when I see these, depictions of the hollow earth, I look at them very different now. Right? Are they showing us the eye again? Right? Are they showing us the eye again? Is this what we're seeing? We're seeing a close-up of the eyelids and everything, the cornea, the laminin, everything. Is that what they're showing us? You folks see where I'm going with that? Yeah, you see that shit, right? They ain't doing it like London. Intricate details we look for. Intricate. And 420 if you got that shit. Let that shit breathe. Let that shit breathe. Where did they put it? There we are. City of the Moon. Why are these places named after, the moon? That's all I want to know. Let's go back to where we was. Where was it? Oh, here we go.
Something else. Let's have a look.
Yeah, let's have a look. This is what I want to have a look. Maybe there was something to Wim's stuff. I'm not sure what it is, but there was something definitely there. Right? Something definitely there with Wim stuff. Not just anybody can touch Wim stuff and make something happen. You better know this, right? Not just anybody can touch the Godfather's, material and make it happen. Right? Not just anybody. I see Wim's vision with a slight twist of my own. Right? I see it clearly. Yeah, no, we ain't doing that. Ladies and gentlemen, I told you before and I told you again, it all leads back to what? Hollow Earth. Hollow Earth. Back to the mound. Inside of the sphere. We've been told we live on the globe. I beg to differ. Look, they're showing us we live inside of the construct. I know there's just you know, a painting or an illustration, but they're trying to show you something, right? They're depicting something, even down to the curvature of the ground, right? Everything's drawn for a reason. The ophthalmologists, they're just, you know, sitting back, laughing at us, like, ha 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 ha. They have no idea, right? They have no idea. All the while, I'm like, yeah, I know what's going on. Mm? It's even got the apex dome that Jay talks about. Look, it's got an apex, got a droop. Apex. Someone seems to be dead right here. Right? It's just the world where we reside, the underworld, the death. Who is this person? Is that Cain and Abel? Who is this? Who's killing somebody right here? And you got the Orbis right in the center. Right? Apparently this is it. This is depicted as our realm, right? The OT map is depicted, you know, Asia. Who's on top? Oh, yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Asia, Europe, and Africa or something like that, right? So who are these people depicted on the outside? Hmm? Who are these people? We've got a moon down there. We've got an archer again. We've got an archer again, ladies and gentlemen. The moon and the archer. Right. We got that again. J Dreamers, if you're watching, we got an archer and a moon again. Right. Archer and the moon. And it's the lady this time. Look, I think that's a lady, isn't it? A blonde-haired lady. Okay. Just beneath her, what we got here? What we got here, ladies and gentlemen? Hold on, let me see what's above first. What's above? All right, we got the goat. Well, we don't want the goat. Right? We want the woman. We want mama first. Right? We got the moon. Right? Pay attention now. Look what's beneath her. Right? Look what's beneath her. Look what's beneath her. I don't think you understand me. Hold on a second. Let me show you something. You ain't gonna get it anywhere else. All right? Hold on a second. Stay your ass right there. Don't move. Hit that like and subscribe button. You ain't gonna get it anywhere else. I promise you this. Watch this now. Watch this. We go hypocrite. Hold on. This is what we're gonna do. That's what we're gonna do. Alright, now check this out, right? Watch this. Hey, salute to Jay for this one as well, because this made me think of something. We showed it to me. Where are you hiding? Hold on a sec. Bingo. Alright, cool. What was beneath mama, right? Where's she gone? Let's go over here. Let's bring her back here first, right? Now, remember, this is all tied into the moon, right? You got the moon in itself, then you got the mother, then you've got maybe the crab or the lobster or whatever. That ain't the case right now. The case is the hand, right? Look at the hand, right? The hand, ladies and gentlemen. What do I mean by the hand? Right? This is what we mean by the hand. Where's it gone? Right? Right? Look what they're showing you. Right? Now peep game. Right? Peep game.
Charge here.
The claw.
Claw is our master. Claw chooses who will go and who will stay.
This is ludicrous.
Yeah. Yeah. The claw. The claw. The claw. Right? The claw. Yeah. The claw. Yeah. The claw is the master. Right? Look at that. 101. Right? 101. You got the 1 and the O and the 1. Right? The claw. Right? More moon. Look at the triangle, the pyramid they're showing you again, the delta. Right? All leads back to the moon. Right? Moon worship, the claw, whether it's the lobster or the crab. Right? It's the claw, the crescent. Right? The crescent. The claw. Right? The claw. Yeah, you understand. Yeah, you understand. All is back to what? The claw. The moon, right? You ain't gonna get it anywhere else, ladies and gentlemen. You ain't gonna get it anywhere else. They're gonna tell you it's flat Earth. I'm gonna say, yeah, whatever. I'm gonna tell you it's all to do with the moon. It's all to do with hollow Earth. It's all to do with hollow moon. It's never been about flat Earth. Flat Earth is the psyop. The winged disc. It's always been about the winged disc. Right? It's always been about the winged disc. They know this. Right? They know this. What do I mean they know this? You know what I mean by that. Right? The winged disc. Right? The winged disc. They show you the winged disc, you know what team they're running with, right? But they try to make out like, yeah. They'll tell you flat Earth, but they'll show you a winged disc. Right? The disc. Look at the sign. We already looked into this shit. I showed you, look, this earlier. What are we talking about? Hold on a sec. I don't think you filmed me. Hold on a sec. Gotta drive it home a bit. I gotta drive it home. Gotta drive it home a bit. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. There we go. Oh, can we make that bigger? Hold on. Let me make this bigger for you so you know what I'm talking about. Give me a second. Give me a second, ladies and gentlemen. All right, give me a sec. Show you something real quick. Zoom in a bit so you understand what I'm trying to show you. Right? Let's take a picture now. Give me a sec. Okay, pop your uncle. Alright, don't worry, I got you. I got you. If it loads up, come on, load up. Come on, not sure. All right, now where's this one heading? Come on, load up. It's coming. There we go. All right, maybe if I put it like this, you'll understand. All right, you understand now? You see, I can't really trust them boy because they talk about one thing and they show you another thing. I don't know who to trust. Well, I don't trust anybody really, but you know, crazy. You never know, right? You just never know. All the while they're telling you flat Earth, but they're showing you what? The eye, hollow Earth, hollow moon, which leads back to the lens, the eye. Crazy, right? Am I tripping or you don't see what I'm seeing? Tell me you see what I'm seeing, or yeah, I must be going crazy. Well, yeah, they're gonna tell you one thing, but they show you another thing. Now, when I point this out to you, go back and look at all of these quote unquote flat Earth and look at the images they show you and present to you, and then you're gonna look at it in a different light. Now, right? You should have done this a long time ago. I've been saying this for quite some time now. Nothing new. No, nothing new. But for the new folks who may come across this, right? This is where we've come to. All is back to the eye, back to hollow Earth. Back to the eye, back to hollow Earth. It's everywhere, right? It's everywhere. I mean, look, let's have a look. The movies, look, Time Cop, it's everywhere. I've been trying to show you folks, right? But you just don't want to hear me out. You like that loopy shit, right? You like that loopy shit that makes you feel good. You know what the OGs would say? The OGs would say, just stick to flat Earth. Don't go searching outside of anything than flat Earth. Don't go searching out anything else other than flat Earth. That's what the OGs would say. Right? Don't you know the truth is in the movies? Drop a bomb, Becky. That hollow Earth shit. You ain't ready for me, man. Use me wisely while I'm here with you humans. Use me wisely while I mingle with you humans, right? Use me wisely. Fascinating. Has anybody else got anything else they can add to this while we're here? Has anything... All right, let me say this. Anything new from the flat Earth community? Anything new from the globies? Anything new from the rising Earth sector? Anything new from the Mandela boys? Della? Quiet like goldfish. Quiet like goldfish. Nothing new. By the way, the boy Paul dropped something new today. I haven't watched it, but I seen he dropped an upload. Salutes to the boys working. And I told you, hold on, what did I say the other day? What did I say? I said, give it a few hours or maybe a day or two, and Paul will be dropping something. I did say that. I called it. I called it. I called it. Told you I'm doing magic with a K, right? Use me wisely. Use me wisely. I called it. I knew Paul's gonna drop something. It's the boys after all, right? It's a part of the boys, right? We like to bring you new stuff, whether we do uploads or just bring you little connections, little teachings, and little things here and there. It's the boys. What do you mean? I'm allowed to do this stuff. I got a permit now. I'm affiliated. I can talk my shit. I can back it up. You know how it goes. You know how it's set now, right? It's set in stone. I'm here. Checking everything thoroughly. Homework, everything. I don't know how you folks ain't talking about the eye when that's all they show us. They don't show us no flat earth, nothing. They just show us the eye. The moon, the lens. I wonder why. I wonder why. Mm. Mm. Come a long way with this. Come a long way with this. We come a long way with this. Been screaming to get debunked. I would love someone to debunk it so I can just, get off the YouTube streets and just fucking live my life. But I can't at the moment because it seems to be what's happening. It seems to be the truth at the moment, right? I got a life to live. I got mouth to feed. I got bills to pay. I just do it because it comes to me. Download just hit me, and I'm like, oh, let me research this. Let me look into this. I'm like, oh, what we got here? What we got here? It's endless work because it's to do with what? Me, you, I. As long as we're here, it's going to make sense, right? The construct, the I, micro, macro, as above, so below. Cellular. And that's the thing they don't want you to know. The alchemical side to it, right? Lani in the building, what's happening? Creek Mary, how you doing? But yeah, it's written in stone. It's there now. It's there, right? It's there. And you know it's crazy because even when you look into some of this stuff, it's deep, man. Get into that one another time. There's some of these constructs they show you, right? Some of the constructs, they're just different. Let's go back. Look at that. What are they trying to show us with this shit here? Wild. What does this represent? I was looking into this, right? Jay's thing, the Archimedes thing, right? Yeah, this stuff came up as well. This device. That almost rid, and then the you know, the symbol again. You know that symbol, right? But this one, right? This one looks like what Jay, you know, the diamond in the rough, basically. Jay, you know what I'm talking about. This shit. I like that shit again. Right? I look like that shit again, Jay. Weird devices they have, right? Some weird mechanical devices. Where's it gone? Yeah, there it was. Yeah. Now, because look, they even say it's stuff to do with the moon, right? It's collecting samples and stuff off the moon, but look, where is this more like, you know, biology? Like they're looking into like flask, like even if this, look at this, right? Like a one of those scopes, what a doctor would use to look into one of those a flask or a disc, right? Looking into something. Telescope. Oh, what's this? I like this. Pen on weapon. Weapon. What's that? Generator. Yeah, word devices. Strange devices. Look at these. Yes. That looks like a NASA man. Yeah, that's a NASA guy. Strapped in. Strapped in. With the inverted pyramid. The NASA symbol in the middle. Yeah. That look like Jesus on a cross here. Is that Jesus on a cross? That look like Jesus. Don't tell me that. Is that Jesus on a cross? No way. Is my eyes deceiving me or is that Jesus on a cross? This little thing right here. I can't zoom in anymore. Hold on, let me click that shit. That look like Jesus on a cross. Let me zoom in. No, it's his buckle. That look like Jesus on a cross. It's his, I like the Baphomet now. What the hell? That look like the Baphomet. Damn. Okay. More moon. That's tied into the moon again, Baphomet. Yeah. Well, you know, all these back. All these back. Yeah, that shit is interesting. Mm? All these back to the moon. All these back to Hollow Earth. Right? All these back to Hollow Earth. All these back to Hollow Earth. It's everywhere. Right? Don't act like you don't see it. It's everywhere. Been trying to tell you people. You're gonna act like you don't see it. You're gonna go ahead and loop on your same old discussions. Mm? You're gonna act like you don't see the claw, right? The claw. Who's in charge here? The claw, right? Moon worship. They've always been in charge, right? The claw. It all leads back to the moon. Oh, we got a flat earther. We got a flat earther, ladies and gentlemen. We got a flat earther. Aura in the building. How you doing? We got a flat earther. We got a flat. How you doing, flat earth, Andy? It's in the name. It's in the name. It's in the name. It's in the name. Welcome. 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 We got us a flat earther, ladies and gentlemen. Where's Rocky? I wonder if Rocky's learned anything new, you know, being a flat earther and that. He's always open to new ideas and like to learn new things. I wonder if there's any more open-minded flat earthers out there like Rocky, you know. And he too is an OG in this flat earth community. Yeah, so yeah, salute to Rocky. Yeah, they're loopers. Right? They're loopers. We ain't gonna get it anywhere else, right? The claw. Right? The claw. Claw, ladies and gentlemen. All right, so whenever you see, yeah, just know it's the claw they're showing you. No matter the species, whether it's a lobster or cancer, what do you call it, a crab or whatever, right? Just pay attention to the claw. Claw, all right? And you'll be good. You ain't gonna get it anywhere else. What's this person? What's that, the wizard? Yeah, let's have a look, see what the chat says, see what the grand old chat room's saying. Where I'll start from? I'll start from here. Start from Antor. Yeah, you can add one thing to this Mars aspect. Go ahead, fire away. Let me hear it or let me see it. Let me hear it or let me see it. All right. Daydream is in London. Yeah, salutes to that. We bring you something different. Most definite. It may tie to your free body object. The objective, yeah, okay. Okay. The objective. You and I verse. Yeah, it leads back to the eye. It leads back to the eye, most definitely. Ah, the Hopi flag, yeah. I know exactly what you're saying. Where was that one again? Let me see that one again. Hold on a second. Yeah, let's have a look at that. Because that did look like the Hopi flag, right? Did I? This one, look at that one. Looks like an eye. This one's the eye. Look at that. Look at that. If that's not an eye, I don't know what is an eye. Hold on, let me take that off. Make that shit bigger. Look at that. Got the hyaloid canal, got the vitreous, got the lens, got the cornea, everything. Look at that. Wowzers. Ah, you know what's going on here, right? It's even good. This is what I was trying to look. Hold on. I was trying to look for it earlier, but I couldn't find it. But yeah, they're even giving you the menorah, right? Look at the Jewish menorah. Right, the menorah in plain sight. When I was looking for the half moon, the claw, I was trying to find the menorah, but I couldn't find it. But yeah, this is another representation of the eye and the menorah. Again, in plain sight, ladies and gentlemen. You ain't gonna get it anywhere else. Especially when it comes to the eye. Right? It all leads back to the eye. They don't want you to know this. Right? Back to the eye. Nowhere else but the eye. To the eye. See, hold on. All leads back to the hollow earth shit. Right? It's what they don't want you to know. Right? All leads back there. Man. Right, let me come out of this one. The mouth, yeah. I like this picture. Nice. Just showing you the inside of that. There you go. You already know. See, portal. Portal to where though? Where is the portal going to? Bigger Earth. Portal to the bigger Earth. I don't know. Maybe it's the look inside the cave, volcano, black hole, inner space. Yeah, inwards. It's definitely how would you call it? perspective, point of view, you know, how you're looking at it and how you're looking into it. Because there's many ways, they give it to you many ways, man. So, you know, cross-cut sections from a side, from above, everything. But every angle they give it to me, I can always relate it back to the eye, right? You see me bring it back to the eye. Not no fluke. It just falls into place. We don't even force it. Yeah, we don't even force it. Where else, oh, the mother. I wanted to have a look at the mother real quick. A few things on. Celestial sphere. The house again. It's like Kanye West, the house with the mound, right? It's all about the house, the roof. Got the rough and the mothers again. Ah. She got the candles, got the light as well, right? Just like them, the hearts. As above, so below. Right? Got the hearts. As above, so below. You see that reflection and shit, right? As above, so below, right? The hearts. Jesus went down into the heart of the earth, right? The heart meaning the core, hollow earth. Don't you folks get it yet? You've been hoodwinked, right? You've been hoodwinked. Use me wisely. Use me wisely while I'm here. Right? More moon. What's that in her hand? Type of instrument. Celestial sphere again. Horned mother, right? Got the mitred headrest. Horned. It's a diamond in the middle. Nice. Oh, mum is pregnant. What the hell is this? This one look like it's been photoshopped. The head's been changed. This head look like it's been changed. Right there, you can see it. That looks strange. Very strange. The moon. Lovely, isn't she? Lovely. Beautiful. Just beautiful. Don't worry, I see you, because you see me. Most definite. So boom, what is good? What is good? What's new out there? Anything new? Before we get out of here, anything new? Right, I guess not. The link's been out there. No one's hit it, so I guess no one's got nothing new other than the boys. Right. Anything new from the flat earthers? Nope. Anything new from the globies? Nope. Anything new from the rising earth? Nope. Anything new from the Mandelas? Nope. Anything new from the holographic society? Nope. Anything new from the boys? Yeah, always. Always, 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 always. It may not be accurate, but at least we're bringing you something. Food for thought, right? Food for thought. That's all it is. Food for thought. Leaves you thinking. Leaves you questioning. You may go on and do your own due diligence, your own research, and you may stumble across something else. That's what we're here for, right? Showing you a different perspective, different picture. Do what you will with it. Use it wisely, right? Use me wisely while I'm here. Thank you. Yeah, the mirrors. They speak about the mirrors. The mirrored realm. As above, so below. And the biggest mirror. What is the biggest mirror? One of the biggest mirrors would be the water surface itself, right? The water surface itself. What a reflection. All right, so I guess there's nothing new. Guess there's nothing new. I kind of knew that anyway. Kind of knew that. I kind of knew that. But where we been today? Hold on, where we been? We've been all around the world. Hold on a second. All right, where do we start off today? Before we get out of it, let's have a recapitulate. Let's just. Oh man, I'll get rid of that. There we go. So we started off over here, right? We was looking into the moon stuff, right? The moon stuff. Abeti, the continent Abeti, which is located on the moon, right? Located on the moon, with regions named Isis and Osiris, right? Isis and Osiris, which is located in Jerick, right? Jerick. Jerick. Now, what could Jerick be? And why are they actually going out of their way to show us this location? Abeti, Isis, Osiris, and Jerick. What a name, Jerick. It almost sounds like they want to say, Jericho, right? The city of the moon. That's what it sounds like they want to say, right? Jericho, city of the moon. Fascinating. Not only is it named the city of the moon, it is the oldest city on earth, apparently. The oldest city on earth. Right? This is where the walls of Jericho fell, came tumbling down. Right? The city of the moon. Now, what do we have over here? No, we have Isis, Osiris, Jerick. Right? Now, that's not all, because that shit is also located on the quote unquote flat earth map, right? Let's call it a flat earth map, shall we? Or should we call it what it might be? A moon map, or something other, who knows? But this same location happens to be the same location on the moon map, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Mm? Mm. That's interesting. Same place, right? Same location. on the quote unquote flat Earth map, which happens to be on the moon map also. Right? Don't you find that fascinating? And then we seem to be talking about what if Earth is a reflection, right? What if Earth is a reflection? And then we have things like this, right? What does Ant show me? Ooh, that's nice. I like that. That is nice. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I see what's going on there. That's nice. I like that. Salute to that one. That's nice. Good connection there. Mm. Yeah, that's nice. That's nice. And hmm yeah, good stuff. Keep it up. Good stuff. I like that. Good connections. Good connections. Right. City of the Moon. City of the Moon. Not only that, we come to find out now, the City of the Moon has a lot of you know, Hollow Earth symbolism. Look, right back there, the steps again with the disc. Over here again. Right, more Hollow Earth symbolism. Right, no matter how you look at it, it's there. They're gonna tell you different. Right, they're gonna tell you different. Check out even the O. Look what he's got again, the wing disc shit. Look. Oh shit, where we see that? Oh shit. Wild Wild West. Oh, Nolan. What's that, Nolan? How can I help you?
You're even helping me already. You're helping all of us.
Yeah, okay.
I'm just
So you've been paying attention, you've been watching.
I'm just no, I just tuned in now.
How come you always just tune
I
in
just tuned
when I'm getting off?
in now. Uh, I was having a sleep. I was having a nap.
Okay.
And I just saw your notification hopped in, brother. Yeah. And anything else?
So what's new? You got anything for me before I get out of here?
Anything new? Oh, wait a second. I'm just thinking about it. Anything new?
No, hold on. Let me rephrase that. Anything new to do with the eye, the lens, the moon, the reflection, hollow earth, hollow moon, the nucleus, shit of that nature?
Oh,
We just went over some WIMS work. I just tied in some of WIM stuff to my stuff. I don't know where you've been. You've been sleeping, man. You need to go hit that replay button and get up to speed.
all right. I will do that.
What else is new? Come on, talk to me. Use me while you got me, bro. Like I'm not out here for people's benefits. I mean, amusements or just to
Uh,
chill. Like, talk to me. What we doing? Is
bro.
that about work? I'm a
Uh,
workaholic. This shit. Come
yes,
on.
yes. Yeah, I can see that. I mean, it's obvious, it's observable. You're a workaholic. It's pretty obvious, it's evident. Sir, I actually want rewatch your Holy AI. Oh, I want to ask you this question about the G. You made a video, the latest one, Holy AI book, I believe part 11 or 12. You mentioned what is G, right? The Masons, which they used, you perfectly describe the meaning. I really want to watch that video because you mentioned that you will re-upload all of your live streams and videos sometime later, but not now. But I want to really watch that video
We just watched
about the
some of
G.
part 10. We just watched some of part 10, right? We just watched part 10, which includes some of Wim's work, which includes some of Jay Dreamers, which
Yeah.
includes some of the Occult Reject. So, like I said, go back and hit reload. We done little snippets. We were building quick little build, nothing fancy, but almost gone. Yeah, that's my cue. Mm. Yeah, boy. Wild. They don't understand me. Does anybody understand me? Does anybody understand me? Ah, Lord. Where's my drink? Face is the ocean. The original head was facing the other way. Look at the arms. That's a binoculars. Cool. Say no more. Boom. So nothing new from the people. All right. Say no more. I'm pretty sure someone will come up with something sooner or later. I'm sure of it. I'm sure of it. All right. Say no more. Let me get out of here. I'll leave you folks to it. Enjoy the rest of your day. I got work tomorrow. You know how that goes. But yeah, I'm pretty sure we'll do this dance again. I'm pretty sure we'll do this dance again. More dots to be connected. All right. So yeah, you already know the motto. Salute to the grand old chat room. Yeah, I see you folks because you see me. Most definite. Boom. All right. Say no more. Look after yourself. Love over war. Lay low. London.